Hi there Transform fans, this is Skitsman1313 bringing another video review. This time I've got for you the Cyberverse playset of the Decepticon drilling machine and the Cyberverse Legion Knockout. So this figure, wow, I'm really glad they brought this out. I mean, it's so really good. There's so many features, all that sort of stuff to come. But let's just move this guy off to the side for a second whilst we concentrate on Knockout. Now Knockout is in his standard little red, yeah, it is red car, and there's a bit of like maroon sort of on the top of it. It's not really coming out that well on the camera, wow. You might be able to see it when it goes on, but I don't know. Now this bit is blank. Now I did try and put some black felt tip on top of it, but it really didn't it didn't fit with the sort of design on here, because this is actually supposed to be a windscreen, and when it transforms it just doesn't look right at all. Underneath, pretty solid underneath, no major gaps or anything like that. There's about 3 holes on it, and there's a Decepticon symbol at the back. Don't know if you can see that. Maybe not, but it's there on the bonnet. And it's got a nice detailing at the front of this dark grey with the silver there, Decepticon symbol obviously. But yeah, I mean it does come with accessories. It does come with this item, which, if you don't know what this is the drill that comes out of his arm, and he sort of attacks Ratchet with it. I can't think of what the episode's called. Oh, it's Stronger Faster, I think it is. I think it's Stronger Faster. But it goes into the wall, it gets stuck, and he's like trying to yank it out. Only thing is that these are... Oh, and also you get this thing, which he used in... I can't even say it. Deus Ex Machina, whatever. This is the electrocution rod thingamabob, which he does on Optimus, and he's like... and it does get snapped at one point during the end. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it, but it does get snapped during the end. So anyway, how do you transform him? Well, I don't know. Let's have a go. So, on the side of the doors, let's grab these and pull them out, like that. As you can see, the bonnet is already starting to give, which is a good sign, because as we pull that... Oh no, sorry. Pull all of it up. Pull all of that up, like that. Pull this down to reveal his head. Put these up against the side of his wheels so they sort of cover it. And then you want to just pull the back of the car down so this reveals his feet, which are quite pointy, so be careful. Split the feet, and there is quite a tall Knockout in his robot mode. So, you can put the weapons on his back if you want to, or at least one of them, so you can place that on the back so it sort of comes over on the side. He can handhold this on his hands, which are there, as you can see. Oh look, it's starting to it's starting. Look, there's a Decepticon symbol, you can see it. You can peg this in, like I just said, onto the side. Not very satisfyingly pegged in though, because the door is sort of hit like on an angle. It's stopping the peg from going all the way in, which is a little bit of a bummer. But what you can do, if you want to, and if you can get it out of the hole, and he's trying to kick the camera, there we go, is you can come to the side and just peg the drill in. Not really effective there, but it does give a bit more detailing and makes him a bit more cruel. Knockout is one of my favourite, well actually I think he is my favourite character, closely followed by Wheeljack. I just wish they were used more. They're really quite funny. I like the characters. Actually, for that, I'm actually going to grab Wheeljack so you can have a size comparison. There's him with Wheeljack. So they measure it pretty good. I do think Wheeljack's head is a bit big. Make of that what you will, but there we go. I'll just put him off to the side. And he can hold this stick. Again, there is that problem of not being able to attach, and yet again you can put that on the side so it looks as if it's come out of his hand, even though that's a car door. But there we go. The detailing on his face, limited, but it does the job. I mean, when you're looking at it in person, obviously on the camera you can see that his face is white, and the rest of him is mostly red. His eyes, you can see his eyes, they're sort of orange, very, very hard to see the difference, but the sculpt on it is pretty good. So not a bad overall figure. So let's just put him off to the side while his accessories, and bring in the big beast, this driller. Now this thing has been in Transformers Prime quite a bit. Whether it was being manned by the Viacons or I don't think anyone else has. I think it's always been a Viacon who's done it, or a Viacon trooper, whatever. Or worker, I don't know what they're called. There's different classes. So what can this thing do in this mode? Well, it can do quite a bit. So if you just let it do its thing on its own and just roll along, the wheels at the front actually make the drill spin. And it's only the two wheels at the back that make this thing spin. Obviously nothing else really happens except for that, so you can put Knockout in front and sort of like drill him to bits, you know, just get your Knockout and get out of the way. So as well as that, you've also got the same feature as the jackhammer, where if you push this button down, now obviously it's not doing much, but if you hold it down, and you'll hear a sort of click, you see the light comes on and the drill sort of lights up, if you can see that. There you go. You see the drill lighting up. Now again, you can take this out again, and you can use one of the weapons and stick it into the hole, and then push the button down, and it sort of lights the weapon up. You can see there, sort of. But you know, there we go. So I just again plug it back in. There is a section under here which I can probably lift up. Oh God, what's that? Oh, it was this. Okay, that's fair enough. You can lift up and you can just see in there are all the wires in there. It does take a bit of, you know, you've got to really wrap them up and put them in there. But after you've done that, it looks like a really solid figure, and it's not much of a pain having this wire out like that. Another thing you can do is if you actually come here, you can actually see these little pegs. If you hold this, pull it all the way up, and lock it into place, it becomes a screen, which is used quite a bit. I think the kids come on one of the... that's another people who come on. The kids come on and start touching the screen and all that, and it starts driving and smashing around. The episode, I can't think of it. I think it's series 2? No, it's 1. I think it could be... No, it's not Traction. It's the one where Megatron takes him into the cave and it blows up. But, you know, whatever. So, as well as this, as well as having that and the drill thing going forward like that, just make a bit of noise on the desk, which I'm sorry. These are actually made of rubber. They're made of rubber! Yay! So, that, you know, it's pretty good traction, and there's the other wheel here, rather than using tank treads. Why won't you use tank treads? They use this thing, but it's effective, you know, it gets the job done. There's the battery pack, in case you're wondering. So, this thing also has the same sort of feature as the jackhammer. Now, first things first, I would advise that you flip down these side bits by holding on to the connector pegs and pushing them down like that. That's the only thing you have to do, really. The rest of it all comes in the fact that you come to the back, get the red lever, hopefully nothing happens, and there we go. You pull it back, and these come up here. So basically this, all that happens again is that these come out, and you can flip these forward, and you can also still have someone driving this thing, which is pretty good because you can have like a mobile fort where it can sort of turn around, shoot and all that sort of stuff. Now these devices do again have a red button here, which is more prominent than the jackhammer ones, so you just push them down and again you get these nice sort of like fire bullets, which you can see there. Maybe the detail is not coming up, but it's like it looks like a fire bullet, which just goes in there. Again, both on both sides. which is a good feature. Now in this feature, you can see that when I'm rolling it, the drill isn't actually moving. I mean, you can move it by hand if you want to, but another way of doing it is actually coming up to this button again and just pushing it down, and it actually does it for you. Why you want a drill going forward just cutting in front of you when you need it everywhere, I don't know. But it's a good feature anyway. You know, you can mess around with this. You can even get figures like, what's his name? Knockout, can't think of his name. And get him to like, sort of like, why is his arm doing that? Oh, it's okay. So you can do that, and then peg them into his hands. Like that. And they've moulded so that you can actually have either a Legion or a Commander holding it. So you could get Megatron along to... I've got him here actually. So you can get Megatron, and you can get him to hold on to the bars so he doesn't fall off, and he's controlling it. And then you can have a massive crucible of people going along and taking everyone out. So taking Megatron aside, and also Knockout, we'll just put him off to the side for now. Let go of the thing. I know you like it, but you've got to let go. And then we can just flick that back. Oh, hold on. First things first, if you are going to flick these down, make sure to flick them back up, because there will be a little bit of a pain to go in. Push them back in, like so, and flick up the two sides like that, and they will click in. Just make sure to do that, otherwise you'll hear a ratchet and you'll think it's going to break, but you're not. Let's just push this spiky thing down. And yeah, I mean, that is basically this driller. I mean, I really like it, really like the colours. Even though there's a lot of black, I think the purple highlights do help to bring it out, and the bits of red at the bottom, and you can see them at the front, really do help to sort of give a good contrast. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and let's just get Knockout into the picture without him looking like he's having a party. Put him there. There's Knockout. There's his weapons. Hope you enjoyed, and make sure to stay tuned for more videos. Thank you!